Hey everybody, welcome to Leo's Garden in the Suburbs. I know it's been a while since I posted. I've been going through some personal things, medical stuff and everything else, but at least wanted to give you all an update of where I'm at, where my garden is. It's almost that time. It's ready to, planting season's coming very quickly. I already got seed starts going on in the kitchen, or not in the kitchen, in the grow room. So, but I at least want to show you the state of my garden, because I think being honest is a good thing. And here we go. So here's my potato bed, and as you can see, I still have some seed potatoes that are in here that were here from previous seasons and everything else. Some new potatoes that are growing and everything, so I'll just kind of keep covering those up. I need to top this bed off 100%, but I also want to try to get in here and see what I can pull out. I got some sweet potatoes that are in here and everything. Did some cleaning out of this section. As you notice, the garlic's starting to sprout, which is always a good sign. This is my in-ground worm bin. I think these are really good. Works really well in the bed. I'd like to raise this bed up so I can pull this up some, but works really good. Put your kitchen scraps in there, garden scraps, and worms take care of everything. So had some cold spats. Hoop houses, I had a little bit they were quick hoop houses, so they really didn't do too much in the good way, but they did protect some of the herbs in there, which is great. These are late season peas that I didn't really get anything out of, so those will be getting pulled off and composted. So I want you to see, these are my plants from last year. I usually don't try to pull them up as much as possible. If I can, if they're really easy to pull up, I'll pull them up. But if not, you got to remember, you have microbes, organisms and everything else that's growing down in here, and you don't want to disturb them. This bed right here, I already know I got to add a lot of soil to. So I'm just going to come through and I'm going to cut these as close down to the soil level as I can, knowing that I'm going to top this bed off. So now in a bed like this, I can do the same thing, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come through, I'm going to chop all these down, and then I will start chopping these to make compost and everything else. One thing I will say that I'd like to invest in soon is like a chipper, wood chipper or something like that. So that way I can take these plants and just run them through and create mulch out of them, which, mulch is always a good thing. As you can see, I got some big holes in here. My dogs love to, if they can get in here, they get in and they dig up. But this is also a good time for me to walk around and I get a look at different things. I get a look at my sprinkler, my in-ground sprinkler system. I noticed that I got to do a repair here. This should be a T, so that way it goes off and connects to the other connection right here. So I'll have to cut this and reconnect it. But that's a minor fix. I know I can do that really quick. My ground is looking really bad. I got to pull a lot of stuff up and get everything kind of reset up. But there's a lot of my strawberry plants that I can start relocating, and they're able to see because they're in the walkways. Got some garlic over here that's growing really well. I just got to be careful. Don't want it to get too far and turn around and have another massive cold snap. Tried this out, just kind of like a little netting to protect the tomato plants because the temperatures weren't dropping too fast. And then we got hit with a really bad cold snap really fast, and well, this netting doesn't work for that. One thing I will show you though is, yes, I do have grass growing in my beds, but this is how you tell that you got good soil. Barely pulling on that, and these things just come right out, roots and all. Good thing is I can toss that out in my backyard that needs grass, and it gets it right out of the bed. But this is kind of where everything's at right now. My soil is looking pretty good in the beds still. A lot of them I need to top off. This year, one of the biggest things I'm going to do is I'm going to stop a lot of my volunteer plants and not really let a lot of them grow. I might put them in a different bed. But last year, especially in this bed here, in my pepper bed, I had way too many volunteers and caused a lot of lack of growth. So that's one of the things that I won't be doing this year. But just wanted to give you all a quick update as to where I am, see everything, how it's going, and I will bring you back as things progress. So please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I will help out where I can. We're going to be doing some relocations and some new things this year, moving some blueberries to the front yard into the garden beds out there, which are just your normal typical flower beds. Also going to be relocating some more strawberries up around the trees and everything else, and then trying to secure this bed in a little bit more so it's a little bit more stable, and maybe start working on getting some more elevation on the big bed over there. But those are the plans, and I definitely am going to have to replace a board on this one. But that's what happens when you use wood. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon. And remember, if I can grow a garden like this within a white vinyl fenced in backyard that's not that big, only 72 feet long, about 17 to 20 foot wide, and produce enough food that we can cut back thousands of dollars on our grocery bills, you can do it too. All right, we'll see you soon, and thanks for joining us in Leo's Garden in the Suburbs.